everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Sit back, buckle up, and enjoy the ride.
Well, I need to go. I need to go. I need you to say go. Let's go!
Douchebago. We're back in the zone, baby. Sunny Friday. Why not rip a podcast?
Absolutely.
Welcome
back, guys.
I'm telling you, dude. I've had a week. I'm ready for it to end, and end with a little 70 and sunny is the way to do it. Hell yes.
Yeah, it's been a long week for me too. I'm looking forward to a.
I don't know how you do it, man.
Off.
I don't know. I've been doing a lot of meetings this week with different stuff. Got more big stuff happening for the podcast, but I can't talk about it yet. But God, it's exhausting.
Secret shit.
It's exhausting. Like
I'm telling you, I'm all over the place. All over the place.
All you got to do.
I'm leaving after this the minute we hang up to do another meeting.
Oh my God, dude! With the sun coming out and it getting warmer, life is going to get easier. It takes a little
happier.
Well, hell yeah! Hey, we were just googling Guinness beer. Guinness beer is like 100-calorie beer, isn't it?
Yes, very low calorie, low alcohol.
Oh well, I was referring to it as diet beer.
Did you know that Guinness is very low in alcohol?
What?
Yeah,
you're just
one of the lowest.
You're just ruining Dave's life here.
Well, if you're getting hammered on a couple, Dave.
Really?
No, but I was hoping to keep that dream alive.
Yeah, I think it's just above Coors Light in the old alcohol by volume.
Oh well, I get hammered on a Coors Light. I'm not picky. Right there, 125 calories in a Guinness.
Really?
Yeah. I think they call those driving beers.
What's the alcohol content?
If you know what I mean.
Are we talking about this particular brand for any particular reason?
No, but I just don't know how something can be that thick but not have more calories or more alcohol in it.
I was talking to Dave about a potential Ireland run here at the end of summer.
That's what I was talking about. Yeah.
So I'm like, God, I might have to get off the high train for if you're in Ireland.
jump off the wagon for one trip.
Technically, I'll be in Ireland with a driver who will be sober. So, I mean, come on.
Ooh.
Yeah, and when you're out of the country, rules don't apply, so you can do whatever the hell you want.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, that's how I roll. That's how we live at my house.
I encourage it.
My wife's not allowed to leave the country or go to Vegas.
No, the 3-state rule is totally out.
Bam, no good. What am alcohol? So yeah, I think that we got another baseball game today, but I'm ready for the week to end, man. It's too much. Oh, speaking of which, guess what LDK is doing tonight, baby?
Announcing a baseball game?
Oh yeah. On top of that, this is better than that. This is bigger. Well, that's still part of my work day. I'm talking about at 6:30 when I finally hang up my hard hat and call it a day.
When you grab that huge lever and shut down the mainframe for the day.
When I officially punch out and go home and start drinking a Guinness.
Slide down the dinosaur tail. What are you doing?
Joey Coco Diaz. I'm a stand-up motherfucking comedian.
Oh, is that tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
I was just listening to his recent podcast where he, oh my God, I can't spell anything. Where he had Frank Caliendo on there. How much time could you sit in an interview with Frank Caliendo?
Hours and hours.
The dude's a monster, and he's really.
I know.
He's really. Didn't we go see him? And I went and met him.
Yes.
And he's like biggest introvert you're ever going to meet in your life.
Yes, that's what you. The ladies went to the bathroom. You and I went to the entryway, and he was in there selling schlepping his CD.
Yeah.
And it was just the three of us, and he could barely make a conversation happen.
He wasn't. Dude, it's got 4.3% alcohol by volume, ABV.
Yeah.
Is that good?
And Coors is like 4.2.
Well, now that I figured out how to spell alcohol, it's not hard for me to put Coors in there and change it up. Coors has 4.2. It's a push.
Jesus, I was right.
Boy, the room just got quiet.
Kinda. I really am not. I'm not like.
Dave, are you crying?
A little bit. I used to really roll with Guinness, and I thought it was really good for me. But
Well, now all this tells you is you can let your kids have a little more of that stew you make.
Nope. It just tells me I'm a lightweight.
That's nothing wrong with that.
It just tells me that.
Your cheap date.
Yep.
Well, it's actually cheaper to consume Coors Light.
I've got to reframe my
giving the Guinness away.
whole
The
mainframe.
the Guinness can is much cooler than any of the other cans, though.
Oh, the little snapper
With the
thing?
little ball in it.
Yeah, that's pretty badass. Yeah.
I guess I guess this would
If
be.
you have one of those.
I guess this would be the 15th podcast where we can add in a beer opening sound.
Here, let me do one quick.
Might want to have that on a speed button.
Here we're gonna. Was that a sounder or was that Dave opening a beer?
I'm not sure.
We'll never know.
Anywho,
We'll never
Friday.
know.
it is Friday, baby. Why not?
Hey, have you ever opened one of those and tried to do it upside down?
A Guinness?
Yeah.
That's not.
No,
a
with the popper thing in it.
That's not a shotgun beer, dude. What are you doing? Opening it upside
like
down?
if you tipped it up and you like pulled the thing and you let the air go in it.
No. How do you let the air go in it without the beer coming out of it?
It does. It shoots out. It's like a little like jet airplane out of it. It's pretty crazy. We did it one night.
Down
Oh, is that
can.
part of the
Right.
mix? Like by it mixing with air, it has a propulsion effect?
Yeah, there's no carbonation in it when you hit the thing. So it's under pressure. The pressure releases, and it pops the can or it pops the ball or whatever.
So
you
there's
call
no
it.
carbonation in a Guinness on the shelf. So essentially, that beer will last forever
Well,
on
the
the shelf.
can one.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but so so they put it in there under so much pressure, right? And when you release the pressure, it's the negative pressure that pops it.
Yeah, you just lost half my listeners, dude.
No, I didn't. Just hang
Half the
tight.
cast.
No, we can cut this out. Actually,
a lot of my guys, they're gonna
this is
they're gonna crush
super
it.
fucking important. Stay with me.
You know what? They're gonna crush a Miller Lite can on their head. They're not really gonna get into the whole.
I'm not letting it go though. So hold on. So if you turn it upside,
Please finish.
I will quick. If you turn it upside down and you like pull the trigger on the can,
Yeah.
it literally shoots out like you have an air compressor in it.
Really?
Yeah.
Till all the beer is gone?
Yeah, just
That's a waste of a good beer, but I might try it.
right. So
So is there carbonation in a regular can of beer? Like if you have a Coors Light, there's carbonation in that.
correcto.
But Guinness doesn't have it until you open it.
Right. When you open it, I'm not a goddamn
polarity.
scientist here.
No, but I'm amongst professionals and I need to absorb as much information as I
So
can.
it's that one pressure, and when you open it, the pressure releases, and the little ball they put in there is negative pressure. So when the pressure becomes positive and it releases, it pops the ball and adds.
This is groundbreaking. So what's in that ball that makes that happen? I'm not even joking. I'm like, because I've always wondered, why is the ball in there? I mean, it must have a purpose.
Well, it's Guinness, so it's definitely heaven in the ball.
Oh, have you ever gotten the ball out?
I know.
E, what say you? You drink Guinness. Remember that night? Listen to this. So Eric and I are in a local establishment, and someone introduces us to Irish car bombs,
Oh,
which should take a minute.
What is while you're on that minute? Can I get a Irish car bomb
Oh,
mixing strategy?
Example.
What is that?
Irish car bomb is a Guinness.
it's
with
a shot dropped in it.
Yeah, of whiskey
Yeah.
inside your Guinness.
So it's like
Irish
Jameson in the
Yes,
Guinness or
correct.
something. All right.
Yeah,
Roger that.
I can only say one thing, that you don't taste the whiskey. You just, after one or two, you're not tasting anything. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
I think that we were at this establishment for a happy hour, and someone introduced us to the Irish car bomb, and we didn't realize that there may be a slight upcharge on this particular drink. We didn't even ask what it was. We just started crushing them like they
We're
were
trustworthy.
like they were Coors Lights. So is that? I think Newman was with too. So
Yes.
there's three of us there, and this Eric and I were the only employees at our company, so we often had meetings at this particular establishment, and we often got overserved. So this particular time, we invited another friend of ours over, and we're just railing these drinks because they had like discount on food and whatever.
Yeah, they had great food.
Yeah, like crab claws and shit like that.
Yeah.
Buffalo Ardo, coconut shrimp. And
Coconut
so
shrimps.
anyway, we're just getting railed, and then we're finally like still have somewhat are still audible, and we're like, we should go. So we get the check, and it was like, I don't know, $140 or something like that,
Yeah.
Just a skosh over what we normally spend on a happy hour. And our friend literally shat his pants right there at the
Got all
table.
white.
He started sweating, and he's like, I don't know what I'm going to tell my wife. Like, this is a lot of money. And we're just like, fuck, this is Wednesday, dude.
Yeah,
This isn't even a Friday bill. And, he never went out with us again. But whatever, people make decisions. I don't know. But, yeah, it was awesome. But those car bombs, boy, I don't think I've ever
They'll sneak up on a guy.
I've never
Did you
made one
not
at home.
warn, dude, that he was with a couple of straight alkies?
I don't.
I mean, what
I didn't think we had to.
happened there?
He knew us. He knows us. I don't know.
With a couple of straight alkies.
They,
I mean, he's rolling a 140 bill.
well, believe me though.
How many hours were you there?
This guy, I don't know, half hour, 45 maybe. I don't know.
It's not bad. That's like $45 an hour.
No, that math doesn't work, but
Kind of does.
kinda.
With tip.
Oh, of course. No, we were probably there for, I don't know, 3 hours. I don't know.
Yeah, a couple hours.
To be honest with you, I blacked out, so I don't really know. After he shit his pants and I got home,
Yours.
yeah. Well, that was post.
So he was
the can.
crabby about a $1.40 bill.
Well, and he was only paying a third.
Right.
But
Yeah.
it hit a little hard.
Can you do that math quick?
Yeah.
What's the third of it? One ding 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 ding.
He's doing that to you, Eric.
No, what's the third of it?
Go ahead,
So
Eric.
we had $60
It's like
in that
50
bill.
bucks, something like that. 50, 48.
60 with tip.
47.50.
60 with tip.
47.50.
Oh, God, we're going to have to cut this whole thing out.
No, we're not.
Jesus Christ.
You know why?
You know who's going to love this? My wife. She's going to be like,
Call his
see,
wife.
I knew you couldn't do the math.
Did you call his wife?
No. Why
That
would
was a long time ago.
I could have.
Maybe I'm off
He was
base and
off?
we may have to cut it off. I don't
What was this,
understand
like
why
15 years
he's
ago?
Yeah,
in
this
trouble.
this is quite a while.
For a $140 tab?
Why is he in
good.
trouble for that?
I don't know.
Is he a Democrat?
No, because that was just way out of sort. I mean, that wasn't common at that time for your.
No, I mean,
For your
the poor
average
guy,
bear.
a happy hour for the guy generally meant 2 $4 Coors Lights. And then a respectable,
Which at this place
responsible
would have
drive
been
home.
$20 by itself.
I can do that math. That's $8, $2 tip, $10. You're out.
Yeah.
Listen to Dave. He's buying. Dave's buying
Ooh,
on
I
a
like
Friday.
that.
Hell yes. Hey, I got some loose stuff today. Some loose nugs. I finally found my damn show notes from last week. Hey, this weekend we are going to be at another show next week. It's going. It's going, baby. It'll be available on all the standard platforms that it is now. We're just going to throw you a bonus every week of another an additional show. It'll be shorter, built for speed, not comfort. It'll be definitely a different look because we're going to have a female on that one. Ooh. Yeah, she'll give us some perspective. Actually, I'm going to have to really clean up my act because you can't get away with just anything.
Well, and you got to keep an eye on her. She likes to body shame.
Hey, you know what? What? Oh, no, dude. No, dude. I'm pro body shame. I'm totally
You
pro
definitely
body shame.
cannot do any backdoors.
Oh, you got your hair cut. Nice. You want to step in?
Ooh,
Cool.
Big C just dropped in. He got his hair
Big
cut.
C in the house.
Hey, so listen to this. I had a fun experience last night driving home from the baseball game. Baseball game was 10-13. You talk about some runs, baby.
Holy.
Yeah, we got a little problem at third base, though. I don't want to talk about it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 unearned runs against the White Hawks last night. and they lost 10-13.
This team was throwing the ball though and hitting the ball big time. But I got
I want to hear about the fun ride home.
Yeah. I'm getting there. I got to ride home with the kid, and the kid talked me into going to McDonald's. Did you know that these new McDonald's they're making have a kiosk in the restaurant? I called it a restaurant, so that you can just go up and
yes,
tap, and then you get a receipt, and they bring you your food. Have you?
That's the way all of them are going that way.
That's crazy.
That's how Panera. I went to Panera, and you walk through the door, and there's just a hub of kiosks, and you put your whole order in, and then you go sit down.
I don't eat at McDonald's, and when I do, I drive through because I like that $1 sausage McMuffin. Damn, it's delicious. Hey, as long as we're on the topic, this is really my segue. Whatever happened to Ronald McDonald? Like, he's nobody. Talk about a career that ended. Did he get
right?
Did he get me?
Used to be
did he get me too'd?
I'm kind of feeling shocked right now. I didn't even think about it.
Yeah, where is he?
He's gone.
He's gone. It's his deal. It's bullshit.
Did he like mess with a kid?
I don't know.
They like swept it under the rug.
I don't know. I'm really
St. Jude didn't even pick him up.
nothing. He's got nothing. Actually, he's probably on the corner of Hennepin and whatever with that little sign that says, "We'll work for food."
He's a little creepy.
Well, that's
He's
just
right.
it. Is he wrong for the message right now? Like,
He's
there's really
hanging out with
nothing
Elmo.
wrong with him. Yeah.
He might have got me too. You might be on it.
Hey, if anybody out there listening knows and wants to write into the cast, do that. Give us a call. Send us an email. We want a Ronald McDonald update.
Yeah, where is that silly redhead?
I'm so busy tracking Bigfoot over in Excelsior. I don't have time to look for.
Ronald might be on like a 30-day treatment break or something.
30?
But he's been gone for
30
2 years.
Yeah, like a two?
Two, for sure. Because I think
What are you tracking this back to?
I'm thinking. Hold on.
Are you thinking of Easter 2017? And you didn't see Ron McDon at McDonald's?
Well, I went to McDonald's. I didn't see him.
Was that where you had Easter in 17?
No, literally, no. This is totally true. So they would up until 2016. They still did commercials with him.
Oh, really?
Yes.
How do you remember that?
I can remember that because my niece was 2 years old then, and she'd like watching them. So type them in. 2016
Hey, let me rip a
Ronald
Google.
McDonald commercial. They did them, and
Google
I
that
haven't
shit.
seen one since the last one. And he's creepy as shit.
Why is he creepy?
I don't know. He's like that dude from It with the big teeth and stuff.
Well, you mean a clown?
Yes.
Are you anti-clown? There's anti-clown people out
I'm
there.
a tad anti-clown.
Get out of
people
here, dude.
A lot of people get creeped out by clowns, though.
Yeah.
Willard Scott, the original Ronald McDonald. Isn't he the guy who does the weather on...
Yeah, on the Today Show.
Roger that.
Is that what he's doing? Is Schmucker's commercials now?
Don't know, but the last time he did it was 16.
Yeah.
That is a huge poll for me, too. I would like on Jeopardy, I would drop that huge right now.
Oh yeah.
Well, if we weren't in the middle of a show, I would be researching it.
If I was playing poker, I would go all in on that. It's 2000. Yes, it's 2016.
Technically, you'd be on the.
I don't even know how to Google that.
Because Amelia was 2.5 and she's 4.5 now. Yes, I'm right.
All right. We're gonna table that one for now till I can spend some time to research it.
Yeah.
But it sounds like we may have touched a nerve with Dave.
If I'm wrong though, can you say we couldn't find it?
Yeah, of course I will.
Thank you.
Of course I will. Dave's not going to be on the show next week because we're going to discuss.
He's out.
Oh, we got it wrong. Okay, so we got to address the elephant in the room.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really in the room anymore. But what do you think about this Tiger Woods winning the Masters?
I think it's fantastic.
Sports Corner. Yeah, I think it's fantastic. But I was somewhere, soccer tournament, and Sunday morning, freezing my ass off watching soccer, And I'm like, how cool is this? Oh God, this brings up another nugget. I'm a race car in the red right now.
Right now I'm a fucking race car, right? And you got me in a red. And I'm just saying that it's fucking dangerous to have a race car in a fucking red. That's all. I could blow.
Oh, you ready to blow?
Yeah, I'm ready to blow.
What about okay, so Tiger Woods is winning, and I go, hey, I'm so pumped. Tiger's going to win the Masters because really, how many of the past?
None. I can answer you none.
Yeah. Who knows anything about golf unless Tiger's in there? And although Dave probably knows who won in 17. Because it's right after he's coming down after the McDonald's problem.
Yeah, right.
So I'm like, I'm pumped, and this lady next to me goes, how can you be happy for him? He's such a pig. I'm like, what? Like, we're still hanging up on this? Like, I said, you name me a sports figure who's not a pig. This guy just happens to have gotten caught. They're all animals. It's not, I mean, like. But we create those animals. Like, we're the ones making them multi-millionaires.
Was this a mom that said that?
Of course.
Like I feel bad for her husband.
It's a soccer mom.
She doesn't have any vision in the bedroom. I feel bad for mom. I feel bad for her husband. I'm just gonna be honest. You can cut that shit out of the show if you want, but I straight feel bad for her husband. I mean, there's no experimenting. There's no nothing there. Whatever.
That's awesome. Boy, I hope she's not listening. Red flag. But so what have you heard? What did you listen? Did you hear episode 15 when we had that live report from Dan Davis at Augusta? I mean, come on. We are
absolutely. Hey, but I'm back to your point.
That's a no. Did you have to listen to our show?
On the Tiger thing? Why are they together? Like, he did something in his private life, but you're celebrating a sports achievement. Those are two entirely different things.
What expound?
Well, he's just saying that
I don't know what you mean.
He's a really good golfer, and if he wants to get divorced or have affairs or whatever, that's separate. That's not. So it has nothing to do with his golf game. He's a good golfer.
Yeah, this lady apparently isn't watching a sporting event. She's watching a how you are as a person event. Apparently.
Well, we're still talking about Darren's friend, who's the mom who's shitty in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Okay. Got you.
Fuck! You can't say that.
Yes, I can. You can delete it if you want.
This person will beat your arse. Go figure. So listen to this. It was because he's not a role model. He's not a good role model. That was her methodology for not being happy for him to win for the 5th time. Hey, he won the 5th time. Maybe he's a good golfer.
He's a hell of a role model for cheaters.
Well, he gives us all something to shoot for.
God, you kidding me?
Those were Eric's words,
Jordan
not Darren's. Hold on, I got to flag this for the disclaimer. Here at the DK Project, we do not condone or always support things said by others on the show. Guests have their own opinions, and we do not filter anything. He's the Michael Jordan of cheaters. Okay, so but with knowing that,
actually, Michael Jordan was a cheater too, so he's not.
That proves my point. What about when you're watching these sporting events and God? So this is the other part of this is the second segment. So the guy behind me, who's all into sports, has his phone on. I'm watching soccer. My kid's playing soccer. It's a friendship game, but he's still playing. I want to be an attentive parent. But this asshole behind me has his phone on with like the live feed for the tournament. And so I'm like hearing a little Jim Nance in the background, which whatever. I'm somewhat interested, but how about not? Like, obviously, it's going to be recorded everywhere. Every piece of electronics you have, you can watch it at any time.
Yeah,
you got to do it right now while we're playing. I don't know. It pissed me off, but I see that a lot.
That's a dick move.
Live in the moment. Why are you doing that? Put your phone away. His kid's really good at soccer, though. But that's
but he's
beside
being a poor role model.
well, so is Tiger Woods.
Yeah, well, touche.
I would disrespect you for saying that. I feel disrespect for you for saying that.
For what? That you shouldn't.
Why is he a poor role model?
Who?
Because he's tapping chicks? Tiger.
Oh, God.
I mean,
You
what
still
is
on
going
Tiger?
on here?
I think Dave had a 3-beer lunch today.
No, he didn't.
No,
he didn't. But I just don't. I don't necessarily think.
I think it was because he was married at the time.
But she was okay with it.
Getting a little window into Dave's values here.
No,
look out, Chris.
No. She was okay with it.
No, she wasn't.
Well,
she didn't know about it. Remember that she went after him with the 9-iron?
Yeah, I remember, but
she didn't know any of it. Can we move on now?
No.
Apparently, when you roll into Super Dave's house, there's a bowl for the keys.
They're actually
right next to the bowl of condoms.
Yep.
Well,
plan on locking and loading tonight.
I just think she should have been like up to speed on what she was getting into.
Who? Lindsey Vonn?
Ellen.
Elon.
Elon, or was it Elon?
And maybe it is Ellen. I don't know. She was good looking. So she probably went with Elon.
Yeah.
Ellen Norgren.
Yeah.
She's Swedish, so it's not Ellen.
Well, right. It's Elon.
Yeah.
Like Musk.
Elon.
Hey, so, okay, here's my third golf nugget. What about these people? I love this. And I've been to a couple of professional golf events, and I wasn't impressed because it's really hard to watch. Because if you're not in the front row, actually that guy who won in like 2012 or whatever it was last year, the PGA, he almost hit me with his ball, that Texan. But how about these?
I'm with you, Darren, though. I've been to a U.S. Open. It's awful.
Oh, yeah.
It's terrible.
But when you're watching it on TV and they happen to catch John Daly having a heater, I mean, that's fun. That's fun TV.
Absolutely.
But when Tiger, next up on the tee, Tiger Woods, and everybody claps, and he lines up and he hears a little noise, so he takes a break, and then he comes back to it. And then all of a sudden he lines up. Big swing from out of nowhere. He's going to drive this thing 100 yards. Bam! And all you hear is, get in the hole! It's like, come on, asshole. Like, you got to yell that? Like, you got to yell that. Every time they're at a par 3, someone says that.
I know.
It's like, you got nothing else. That's it. No, hey, nice hit, Tiger. No, nothing. You pig. You pig, Tiger. You're no role model.
It's embarrassing for the people who say that.
Well, and there's one at every deal. Every deal. They were at the Masters with him being in the final group. They were like 35 people deep to see him play.
Oh, to the Caravan.
So much better on TV.
I would argue the only exclusion is baseball, but other than that, every sport is better on TV.
Yeah.
Wait, whoa. You think baseball's better live than TV?
I do, yeah.
If you're sitting somewhere where you can see kind of a 1 degree angle to the plate so you can see what's going on.
You got to spend the money, Dave.
Correct.
Sit in a good seat.
Correct.
Yeah.
You need some free food and a blanket.
The thing that about I say that about baseball.
You had me till the blanket.
Right.
You can't see the shift on TV. It's just the plate and the pitcher. You can't see the defensive shifts at all on TV.
No, they're horrible. Did you watch a game yesterday, or did you record it and see it?
No, I looked at the box score. We fell apart in the 4th, 5th inning again.
Constantly,
dude.
Yeah.
We can't. We could
Eric,
spend we could do a 3-hour show on Twins pitching. I'm out. I can't do it.
Eric, he gave you a layup and you didn't take it. He asked you if you recorded the game yesterday.
You could have shot me.
The dog shit Twins. Who's going to record that? My God, I would rather watch grass grow than record a baseball game.
Me.
Until they turn around. Once they turn this bitch around, though, baby.
Oh,
speaking of which,
DVR, get ready.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm gonna have to delete some of my Kardashian shows so that I can get the Twins in there. And now, a word from our sponsors. After this short commercial break, we'll be right back with more from the DK Project. Hey everyone, it's Darren from the DK Project. I want to tell you about my outdoor living space. I contacted NRD Landscape a few years ago, and they came out and helped me with the design and build of my outdoor dream space. I've actually used NRD on my last 2 projects, and both went better than expected. The team at NRD were so helpful throughout the whole process from design to completion. I mean, let's face it, the process is difficult to design and build your outdoor space. Why not bring in the pros at NRD Landscape? Whether you've been thinking about it for a while or you're just starting the process, contact NRD Landscape Design to get your project to the next level. Don't let another summer pass you by. Check them out on the web, nrdlandscape.com, or give them a call at 952-212-2665 and tell them you heard it on the DK Project. Today's episode is brought to you by the Lost Lake Creamery, old-fashioned ice cream parlor, located at 5575 Shoreline Drive in Mound, Minnesota, just off the Dakota Bike Trail and the Lost Lake Channel on the north end of Cooks Bay of Lake Minnetonka. Stop in and see them today. 24 flavors to choose from. Pick up some ice cream on the way to the lake or on your way home from the lake. The Lost Lake Creamery, old-fashioned ice cream parlor.
Welcome back to the DK Project.
Hey, speaking of which, I was at the old convenience store the other day. And what do you think of this? Are you guys pop?
Oh.
Are you guys pop drinkers? Do you drink pop? Like
Never.
Diet Coke?
Once like a while, yeah.
I get a charge out of this where you're like pumping gas at a local gas station, and somebody will come out with their pop, and they'll like have all this shit in their hands, but they have to rip the pop open, the soda, rip it open and get a pull on it before they possibly do anything else.
Because they can't wait till getting in the car.
Yeah, like they've waited so long for this soda that it cannot wait till it gets in the car. Like I'll risk dropping something valuable so I can get that first pull off my pop. I don't know. I saw it the other day. I'm like, wow, don't forget to breathe. Like, very excited about the pop. I don't know. Just
Absolutely.
my observation. I'm
Yeah.
still.
It's like somebody going through a fast food drive-through and they can't even get out of the drive-through lane before digging into the bag.
Well, that's like those sample sons of bitches at Costco. You don't have to eat it in front of the sample table. Move along. Move along.
Hey, since we're talking about that, I had a terrible event at Cub Foods.
Oh, yes. Okay, let me set the table. So I'm texting back and forth with Eric, and we will do a little. Hey, did you get the thing about the toilet paper dispenser? I sent you the video. So Eric and I will.
Did he actually send you a video for the ball bearing toilet paper thing? Was it legit? Did
I'm gonna
it
post
really
it.
work?
I'll forward it
or
to
is
you.
Horrible.
Oh yeah,
I'll forward it to you. I should have put you in on
Just
that.
spins off and then
it's good.
I kind of feel like it's something like Susie Chap. Who was the chapstick chick? Susie Chaffee.
We're not that old, Dave.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Where her hair would be like just rolling in the breeze.
We don't know that.
Yes, you do. This is how I feel
He's still coming down off the Ronald McDonald problem.
Yes. This is how I feel the rolls just kind of
turtles are
moving
playing
in
in
the
the background.
breeze. No, we're
Was
good.
she wearing a snowsuit? Like a one piece?
Oh, the chapstick girls, the 2 girls in white that you know what I'm talking about. You're just making fun of me now.
You want me to Google it?
Yeah, kind of.
Was it on like a TV commercial?
Yeah, you've seen it. Both of you have seen it in your life.
Okay.
Chapstick.
Yeah, it's Susie Chaffee.
What is it? Susie Chaffee?
Yeah.
That's her. Oh, fucking, I'm Googling it now. Susie Chaffee?
It's the Chatty Cathy doll.
What is the chapstick lady's name? Jesus.
Susie Chaffee.
I think we could bet the farm on this one.
You think you're going to lose?
No, I think I'm going to win.
No, you're going to lose.
Why would you know that information?
Hey, DK, you're going to want to delete your browser history after hanging out with Dave.
Yeah, no doubt. Monica will
There's a lot of chapstick ads.
just know.
Bam.
Has
She's
Dave
right
been
there.
over here?
there.
Susie Chaffee is a former Olympic alpine ski racer and actress. Following her racing career, she modeled in New York with Ford models and became a permanent freestyle ballet skier for the... It doesn't say anything about chapstick, Dave.
Another crash and burn.
I feel like it's. I'm gonna have to get on my scooter and roll out of here.
She, I can read the rest of it later, but we're going to table that too. I might have to start a notebook for shows. So did you have a poster of her?
I am pointing at it right now. That girl right there did the chapstick commercial.
She looks like she could.
She did do them.
It looks like she does the high-waisted shorts commercials too. Look at how high that waist is.
Oh, where the short comes up by the.
I think that's
ribcage?
actually coming back.
Yeah, it's
like
horrible.
The belly button is under the button of the shorts right now.
What happens when they're that high is it creates a crease in the front. And people call that a certain name, which I don't think we can say on the
show. Anyway, back to this little number here. So Eric and I are trading texts. We've come up with the name of a new sitcom. Went back and forth a little bit, breaking the title down. That was Saturday. No, that was Sunday at 9:15.
Sunday.
And at 12:30, I get a text that says, I'm reading it as it's written.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to need to tighten up my anxiety meds. Almost got into a fight at Cub. Now, you go.
Well,
just out of nowhere. And we fight. We're fighters, so.
Yeah, we'll throw down.
So what happened?
I was at Cub and I was having one of those days, right? I just wanted to get in and get out what I had to get. And it was a series of events, 3 different people that I just could not accept the way that they were handling themselves in public with other people. And the third one just broke broke the straw. Man.
Okay.
Third one broke me down.
Example.
Man.
Give us the example.
So the first one, I need.
Oh, wait a minute.
What?
Besides her long-running television ad campaign for chapstick in the 1970s,
yeah.
She also endorsed Revlon Cosmetics, Dannon Yogurt, and Seagram Spirits. There we go. I apologize.
Susie Chaffee.
I'm glad I didn't bet the house.
All right, get on to hating people at Cub.
God. Okay, so what did the first person do? Give us the example.
Not an example. This is what happened. And these are all very minor things. They just built up on a bad day. So I'm at the deli. I need one item from the deli, and there's one person working the deli.
Oh, and she's a bitch.
And the lady in front of me, and she knows I'm behind her. Like, I've made eye contact while she's grabbing her stuff. She decides to sample everything they have from this one poor deli
I'm not
worker.
opposed to that. You could almost grab a lunch that way.
But
That's all right.
But what
were you trying to get from the deli, JoJo's?
Were you by yourself?
I was trying to get coleslaw for a
all right.
pulled pork sandwich.
Of course.
No, but you should go ahead and get your samples. But the reasonable person would step aside and go help this guy out while I shove my face full of this marshmallow cream jello shit that you get.
Oh, she wasn't. Okay? She wasn't sampling the cold cuts. She was eating salads.
Yes, this was a deli like where you get like the coleslaw and the potato salad and. Oh, how does German potato salad differ from that one? Let me get a taste of that. Yeah, so it just irked me, man. I literally stood there until I just left. I didn't get my coleslaw. Oh, I'm going to circle back.
What'd you do with the pulled pork?
Well, I had made the pulled pork. I had smoked a Boston. We're getting off topic here. So I leave the deli, okay, to go get my next item, and I'm in the freezer section. All right? Those stand-up freezer doors.
Yeah.
I'm behind a lady. She's in the door that I'm going to be getting something out of. And she puts she had picked up some other item somewhere in the store and noticed while she was in this particular freezer that I was waiting to get into, she would prefer that item. So instead of putting the one item back where she got it, she just shoved it in the freezer on top of the other crap. So like something that doesn't go there at all.
I can't believe you didn't blow up already. I mean,
that is where I was just gonna be like, I did a PD. I did one of those under my breath when she was kind of walking. I go, little lazy, like that kind of a deal.
Why aren't you recording this shit?
But to be fair, I
Get
don't
your
think
phone out, bro.
And then, okay, this is all back to back. And then I go to checkout. I have like 5 items, right?
And you're by yourself.
By myself. And I go to checkout, and there's a lady in front of me at the whatever, the cashier. And she's unloading her stuff, and she's all like chatty or whatever with the cashier. And she throws up the serve yourself bag, like the mixed nuts, at the bulk bag.
Oh no.
Yeah, and you can you know what happened.
Oh yeah.
She goes,
fucker.
She goes, oh, these are, because the guy grabs it and he looks at it, and he's not the A team, if you know what I mean.
She's trying to make them be peanuts in their cashews, right?
No, and she goes, he's giving her the look like, what is this? And she goes, because we all know how this works. You buy something from a bulk bin. There's a number on that bin. You put the number on a tag. Okay?
Of course, everybody knows that.
That's how that works, people. And she goes, oh, those are unsalted cabin mix or whatever.
It's the shit mix that's almost free.
Yeah, right. It's called the sweep up the floor mix.
And she's working the premium mix for sure.
Wow.
And
this is the one you're going to fight?
This guy only knows the code, right?
Of course.
And he is literally, this is we're at a complete stall now because he has no idea what to do. So he has to punch up the computer with every bulk item and go through it until he finds it.
For the shitbox cabin mix.
Yeah.
Right.
And I couldn't handle it. I absolutely stunned this lady and the cashier.
What did you do?
What?
We're waiting.
Oh,
Give it to us.
I put my stuff on the thing and I go, are you that lazy? And she turns around and didn't even say a word. I go, they have a pen and tags. And you write the number. It's 4 numbers. You write it on the tag. And then this guy can do his job. And then I can get out of, I kind of.
You said this?
On my, all of it, like loud. They do. The cashier didn't even know what to do.
Oh, garçon.
What's that?
That's awesome.
Oh, and she honestly, there wasn't even an exchange of words. She literally said nothing, not one vowel to me. I'm 4 or 5 feet away from her. And I couldn't believe it.
Oh my God, dude. You really probably assaulted her. You're probably going to get sued.
You Me Too'd her.
Did you think, no, she's going to Me Too him?
No, he Me Too'd her, and she's going to
Nobody's Me Too'ing anybody here.
Right.
I thought you were going to say the cashier said, well, when you loaded that bag of nuts, there was 2 pounds, and now we only have 1.5 pounds.
Oh, no.
What about
the only thing that came out of his mouth after about, I don't know, realistically 20, 30 seconds is he goes, found it on the little chart.
We're de-escalating. We're de-escalating the situation.
Exactly.
You guys don't need to rumble. I found the code. And it was like $1 worth of nuts. She got the shit. Yeah. What about
let me guess, you're paying with a check too, aren't you?
Oh, I'm very upfront about that when I'm in line.
Yeah, that happens.
Because I get behind an older person and I'll be like, listen, you pull out a checkbook, we're throwing down. Because I know your name is like 4 names long and you're going to cross every T and dot every I.
Oh, yeah.
Because you realize nobody reads the goddamn name on your check. Just put a line on there.
I got news for you. If you're writing a check in this day and age, you're also flipping open that register portion of the checkbook.
What is that?
And jotting that transaction down.
I'm feeling somewhat offended.
Do you do that?
I just wrote a check the other day.
For
the first time in forever. No, I paid a bill with the check. I sent it.
Oh yeah, I do that. That's
Yeah,
okay.
that's in the privacy of your own home,
I'm not
dude.
holding up a line.
But
Yeah.
normally everything's online. But
I,
this one, I couldn't do it
I'm
online.
not even walking
I tr-
around outside of the house with a checkbook.
Yeah, I tried to do it online. I couldn't, so I was just like, "Hey, you're gonna
Gotta
have to
go
wait
old school,
3
baby.
days for your money because it's coming in the mail."
I
checks in the mail them,
yeah, I do that all
Yeah,
the
that's fine.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's totally acceptable.
but I cannot tell you the last time I've ever wrote a check anywhere.
no.
No, it was. I can tell you, it was approximately the same time they used a 12-inch by 7-inch machine for your credit card with a carbon paper. In it, where they go, ching, ching, over.
Or the last time Susie Chaffee was on TV.
You see, you're just mad because I was right.
That's the way it is. I don't know. I can't get past the people at the grocery store that have their kid in the cart and they'll be shopping and they'll be like feeding them shit from their cart
Oh yeah.
while they're shopping, let alone that little booger eater's touching the handle. Ooh, I can't handle
Gross.
it. I got to use the little wipe. I can't touch that handle. No way. No way, dog.
Okay.
Do you run around using little mini carts a lot?
No, they're in the big cart.
The kid is?
Yeah, the little ones that have the little carts, they're not the ones you got to worry about. It's the big kids.
Yep.
Yeah, they're not afraid to go to the nose several times in a shopping trip.
Gross.
So anyway,
Yeah.
this is a problem that you worked your way through. You used the breathing techniques that we taught you, and you walked away from the situation.
Yep. I went with the shock and awe verbal assault in public and lowered my blood pressure a little bit.
Nothing makes
And
you feel better than a little shock and awe. Was she elderly too? Because that makes it even more fun.
No. This was, I could just tell by the look of this lady and her demeanor, she was a pain in the ass, like in every step of life.
Did she drive a
Guaranteed.
Subaru?
I didn't.
You didn't chase her out to the parking lot?
No.
Oh my God! I just had something pop in my head that I can't even say. Leave it alone.
I just talked to my mom, who's now in a retirement community with all these really old people, and she was talking about this lady who was being a little too nosy. And I'm like, "Are you going to throw down?" I said, "You think you can take her?" Which, come on, like, what are you going to ram walkers or what? What do you do there? Actually, my mom's got the Lark, so she could probably take her. But whatever. I mean, I don't want to take any bets on it. But it's paying 2-1 right now.
I think she's got the modified valves on it too, doesn't she?
Yeah, straight pipes.
Straight pipes.
Ah,
Hey, this is a small little. You mentioned chaser in the car. This is similar to. This did happen though. I had the boy in the car. We were coming back from baseball or batting practice, and a Jeep, like Liberty type Jeep. Almost, I had to lock him up and slide to and go left out of my lane, so the people behind me, because this Jeep just like instantly, just in like a split second, jumped into my lane because they weren't going fast enough in the right lane. It was raining, so I lock him up a little bit, lay on the horn, no big deal. And I noticed it's like a teenage girl.
yeah.
And this is total coincidence, but for me to get home, we were driving the identical path for many turns. I could sense her fear.
So do you go to the horn then? Can you do the horn?
Oh, I went hard horn.
Wow, dude, you might want to seek some counseling. You might
dude.
You might need to lay on a
was
couch.
It was very dangerous. Like I had to.
Or just take a fucking day off.
We're doing highway speeds in the rain, and I had to lock my tires up and lay on the horn. It wasn't good.
I don't want you by any means to think that I'm taking her side.
Yeah.
But I've been in the car with you at least 3 very clear memories where that same thing has happened.
No.
Oh, yes. I'm not making it up.
Happens.
I could drive you to all 3 places, dude. Weird shit happens when you're behind the wheel.
Somebody in the opposite lane just darts into yours.
That happened to me one time, but I don't want to talk about it. It was ugly.
It wasn't a big deal. I thought it was funny that I happened to be. I mean, we took 5 or 6 turns into neighborhoods where, It really looked like I was following her.
I was going to say, so how did it end?
I just kept going. She pulled into a driveway, but I
Probably
know in her
scared
head
the
she's like,
shit out of her.
I cut this guy off and he's following me. I'm just going to pull into this house, hope someone's home.
Were you doing the old like fist pump and rage behind her?
No. I had the little guy in the car, and I go, man, that's just dangerous. She's got to pull herself together. She was pretty young. I'm like, that's dangerous. You can't do that.
She's got to pull herself together. Meanwhile, you're raging and
Yeah.
hitting the freaking steering wheel.
Dad, you're scaring me right
Losing your
now.
shit. It is class A
Everyone say
parenting right there.
Dad, I can't say those words in front of Mom, can I?
Oh, that did slip out too.
Really?
Can I ask you guys a question?
Uh-oh.
So last week, the first time I was here, you were talking about this, like 3 people you want to have food with.
Yeah.
Or dinner with.
Yeah.
Dinner, yeah.
Set the table.
Can I lay my 3 in?
You can, but you can't right now.
Okay.
Unless we have enough to cut out. We're running long.
I'll have to cut her short.
Have you thought
pretty
about
quickly.
it?
I'll do it. I thought about
You can't
it
do
the
it quick.
second you
We
said
have to
it.
be able to critique it. We're
No,
going to
you
table
can't-
it.
That's right.
You can't critique it.
What do you mean?
I'm
It's
gonna
my
lay 'em
show.
in.
I can do whatever the hell I
You
want.
do what you want. You can cut me off, but I'm just going to keep talking.
I'm going to cut you off right now.
Okay, done.
Keep it. Maybe we'll invite you back next week.
Sounds like we got content for next week out of Dave.
Whoa! This is the most show prep content
Oh,
we've had
I
in a
got
while.
The 3 of them. Then they popped into my head like 1, 2, 3.
Oh, yeah. No, you need to think
Bang.
about it. You can't
no,
do it that
I didn't
fast.
think. No, they're
All right, give them to us.
George Washington, because I want to
Come
see
on!
if we're even close to what the fuck he had in mind. All right,
Number 2.
plain and simple. That's what I want to
I'm
do.
writing it down.
I want to talk to Robert Johnson because I want to know what the hell had happened at the crossroads. Because if the devil's really real, I want to know about it.
Jesus, you put some thought into this.
And
Ooh.
Bon Scott, the original singer of AC/DC, because I want to
AC/DC.
know what the fuck he had in mind because he was absolutely the best front man ever.
Oh, my God. Dude, he did more thought than you did. Who was your first one? George Washington?
Yeah, I want to
Yeah,
know
I
if
don't know.
he-
That's a little
if-
sketch.
Nope, it's not sketch at all. And they came up with an idea. And
E, do you remember who yours were?
Yeah, mine. Well, I
Because you
substituted.
subbed one already.
You put Hemingway in and took
Yeah,
someone
mine
out.
was.
You put
Mine was David Bowie, Hemingway, and Churchill.
Yeah, those are the ones you're sticking with?
Yeah.
Who did you take out?
I can't remember. It was another musician, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Because remember, when I did mine, you did the old pick 3 now. Like
Yeah.
it was the
I
off the cuff.
yeah, and I deferred. I didn't do it. So next week we'll get deeper into this, and maybe we'll allow you to reconsider. I'm going to come up with someone. You're going to think I'm dumb, but I don't care. I don't care. I don't care about nothing.
Nothing.
Who gives a shit? That's it for this week, people. Make sure you tune in, tell all your friends, subscribe. If anybody has any background on old Ronnie McDonnie, give me a call or shoot us an email. Stay tuned for all the details. Thanks, boys.
Later.
See ya.
That's a wrap for today's episode. Don't forget to subscribe and tell all your friends. If you'd like to reach out, you can use the studio line at 612-504-6500 or by email, thedkprojectpodcast@gmail.com. And of course, there's always social media at the DK Project Podcast. Thanks for tuning in.